everybody, my name is Ashley and welcome to my channel. I'm a special unicorn. Well, you will learn a bit about my, call it what you may, but definitely an obsession with unicorns. I love them. You can see from behind me, I have my very beautiful wall that my fiance has lovingly helped me put together when we moved into this house not quite a year ago, but almost. And I have unicorn shoes, I have unicorn shirts, I have unicorn pens and pencils and salt and pepper shakers. Back there I have like 13 different unicorn mugs. One of these days I will definitely have to do a room tour. Ooh, even my light switch is a unicorn. Thanks to one of my siblings who had me for Christmas, got me that. It was beautiful. It's fantastic. Even the kiddos at my job call me the unicorn lady, or aka Lady Glitter Sparkles with the older kids. That was started by one of my coworkers who I guess just likes the movie Trolls because that's the only thing I could think of where that came from. So stay tuned and you're gonna learn how to do this rainbow makeup eyes. Just kind of fun. I have this on my Instagram. Follow me at I'm a Special Unicorn. It's ima.special.unicorn. Sorry, it's so complicated. You'll see my picture pop up. I just had some DMs asking for this look, so definitely gonna follow through and stay tuned and enjoy my rambling as I do my makeup. Alright, thanks guys. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my hair back and then I'm going to prep my face. I do like to put down a primer. Today, usually I use the e.l.f. primer, but I found this in one of my stores. It just, I can get it to zoom. I can't pronounce it, but I will do my best. Korres Wild Rose Smoothie, which is brightening, priming, moisturizer, and hydration, which is definitely good for the skin. So I'm going to apply that to my face. Don't mind me looking down. My mirror, unfortunately, is below, but sometimes I'll be looking up. But when I do my eyes, I'll definitely be looking down at my mirror. So in case I keep looking down, that's all it is. Smells really good. Smells like, oh, smells like roses. But what I like about this one is it kind of already hydrates for me, so I don't necessarily have to put lotion on. But please make sure you are getting things with SPF makeup, unless you are wearing an SPF proof. Girls, protect your skin. It's very important. It's the largest organ on your body. Okay. Now that I have my skin prepped, I am no way a makeup guru, but I do like to kind of mess around a little bit. I probably do my foundation wrong. Probably a lot of you will go at me for it, but this is just the way I typically like to do it, but I'm just going to take a shortcut today because I've been kind of cutting back on wearing a lot of heavy makeup. Normally, I would do kind of like a liquid, and I would do, like I said, probably not the best, but I would also do the Bare Minerals powder foundation on top. I'm trying not to do that as much. I'm still kind of new at the makeup game, but I do like to jazz up my eyes. So I'm just going to be putting the powder on. So give me a moment. If I was better prepared, I would have had that out. And for this, I'm just using the Bare Minerals original formula. I've used other types. I just really like this one for my skin. Plus, when I don't do like my heavy look where I would do the liquid foundation and the powder, this is my go-to. Just quick, easy powder. So I will be getting that on my face, and with my brushes, nothing fancy. Just simple. I do use a lot of e.l.f. brushes. No, I'm not sponsored by e.l.f. They're cheap, they're affordable for me. I am just going to use one of the brushes that I got for free when I bought my Bare Minerals kit. that I do continuously buy. So I'm just going to get my powder and brush it into my face. Normally I would do concealer of some sort, but not today. Like I said, I'm not like any makeup guru of any sorts. I just know how to use my face and how to apply to my face. That sounded weird. Use my face. I meant to say apply to my face, but so anyways, in case you haven't picked up on it, I do love unicorns. You can kind of see a little bit of my background. I have a unicorn. One of these I'll have to do unicorn world tour, room tour. My lovable fiance kind of let me have this room to myself, so I can pretty much do crafting, makeup, videos, and just, you know, whatever. Another thing is also my extended closet, where I have kind of some of my more jazzy up things that I don't wear every day, but I do like to wear them every now and then when I go out. So, alright. Like I said, I'm just kind of slightly prepping my face. Nothing heavy. I would normally wear some type of concealer to kind of hide my flaws, but I embrace it. But if you want to cover it up, make yourself comfortable, by all means, do so. Alright, next, I usually do my cheeks. I just kind of like to have the color, because if I don't do it before my eyes, I tend to forget. So, once again, just using an e.l.f. brush, nothing fantastic. For blush, I'm using one of the e.l.f. brand, their contouring blush and bronzing powder. I normally have a CoverGirl one that I go to, but I ran out, and due to the isolations and stuff, I don't really feel the need to go out and get more. But again, if I was smart, I would just go to Target, well, order online and do pickup. So once again, not the best at doing makeup, but just doing it for those who will ask me about for my eyes. So I do like to bring it up into the hairline just a little bit, kind of go out. Once I do my blush, then I like to take my brush I use my face powder and just kind of smooth out my lines, just because of the colors I choose for my cheeks tend to be a little dark from every now and then. Alright, so next I'm going to do my eyebrows. I do like to do a lot of things in a non-typical order. Surprise, surprise! Once again, I'm just using an e.l.f. eyebrow pencil in the color neutral brown. I just kind of like, you know, what it does. I've been using it for a while, and I usually set it with a powder to just kind of help it move. That's the one that was out. I should have thrown that one out, but didn't the other day. So, oh, that's fantastic. No worries, I'm just dropping everything behind the scenes. Fun, yay! Alright. So then, this is the part where I need to look down at my mirror. So, I apologize in advance. I'm going to try to do this where you can see. I could afford to pluck my eyebrows. I have not. I have been very lazy. So, kind of too late now, since I already kind of did my priming and my foundation. I have no really good method to do my eyebrows. I just kind of follow where it wants to go a little bit. Some days I will really put tons of effort in getting, you know, it looking super arched, but I'm just kind of doing my everyday look with a glam eye. Well, if you want to call it glam. I'm just going to call it my unicorn look. You'll hear me talk about unicorns. So, when I was little, I've always loved unicorns. But at my age, I didn't really, have accessibility to get a lot of unicorn stuff. Just wasn't as popular, except at Renaissance fairs. But unfortunately, you know, still kind of expensive. And Renaissance fairs are not very frequent to where I'm from. I do live in Iowa. enjoy experiencing all the seasons, as you probably hear a lot of people will say from the Midwest. But, you know, it's true. Originally, I was born in California, but my parents raised me here. So you're spilling the tea, I guess, about my life story. Not that it really matters or you really care to. You probably just want to see the rainbow eyes. Alright. And so normally I would kind of call it good. I get half lazy with my eyes. But I sometimes will go back in and give it a little more shape. I feel the need to kind of darken, need build up. Normally people use concealer to fix it, but since I don't go too heavy on it, I'm not that concerned. Okay. The first step with my eyes is I make sure to have a white base eye primer, because with the rainbow colors, I really want them to pop. So I'm just gonna get into my stuff. If I was smart, I would have had this all set out and ready to go. But why not just kind of make a fool of myself with my first kind of makeup video here. I am using the NYX eyeshadow base in the color, I wish I remembered. I want to say, oh, just white. I did use their white pearl. It kind of gives a nice little sheen. It is very pretty, but I don't know, I just kind of my go-to. I do use my fingers to put it on. I do have actual proper brushes, but I'm just kind of doing it how I would normally do. So I'm just putting it on. No rhyme or reason to this madness. All right. I'm gonna be looking down at my mirror. I'll get a better setup in the future. Just working with what I got. Okay. So, before I learned to actually blend properly and kind of create a good edge with concealer, I would put tape right here to give me like a nice line. I don't need to do it as much. If you are a beginner, I would highly recommend. It's really easy. All you have to do is take your tape, and I will just, for the sake of the video, do it. If you do this, it's best to do your foundation afterwards and not before. But like I said, I haven't done this in a while. I just take a piece of tape. I like to put it on my hand just to kind of pick up your skin oils. It will stick, but this helps make it not as sticky. And then I just kind of put it where I need to, kind of however I want. And then you can work out that white base some more. Isn't that beautiful? And for the sake of my other side, just for evenness, once again, take that tape, dab it on the back of my hand, pick up some of your natural skin oils and angle it. Kind of do your best to get it as perfect. If it's not set right, just gently remove it and re-put it. So, okay. Nope, still not right. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with that white base, kind of work out to where I had my lines going into the tape. Doesn't matter. Tape's gonna create your line for you. Make it look like you know what you're doing. Alright. So now that you have that, ladies, this is my #1 weapon in my makeup arsenal. I'm gonna grab it. It is the NYX Glitter Primer. Now, I know you use it for glitter. I absolutely love this stuff. I use it like every time I do my eyeshadow, whether it's glitter. I have a lot of loose eyeshadows, and it looks really, really, really great. It definitely gives me kind of that long, I can't say the word. This will be a good time for my fiance to help me figure out these words, because I am not very good with big words. He is. He taught me what the word precipice is. I did hear it when I was in school, but kind of just like, oh, why call a cliff a precipice when you can call it like the edge of a cliff? But that's why you have the word precipice. Really dumb. I apologize. Kind of go on and off. So, this just kind of makes it last long. I just take a little dab, not too much. And I will only apply it to my eyelid, not anywhere else, just the lid. Because that's where I'm going to put a lot of my color on. The reason why I don't like to put it up, I just find it really, really hard to blend in my crease if I have it go up any higher. I have done it all over. I just think it looks best when I keep it in my, on my eyelids and as much out of my crease as possible. All right, here comes a lot of the fun. I'm gonna work my way from the inside to the outside. Once again, if I was smart, I would have had all my brushes prepared. Once again, nothing fancy, just the e.l.f. dollar brand or $2, whatever it is now. When I bought them, they were still $1. And I'm going to start in with I think with the picture that I did, I just want to say I went with kind of the rainbow a little bit, did a little bit of the pinkish color, and then worked my way out from there. For the colors, as long as you are representing the eyeshadow in rainbow colors, it doesn't matter if you use the same palettes as I do. I do have the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. It is quite beautiful, I will actually say. I was totally obsessed when this first came out. I do like to use it. Those are the colors right there. Very, very pretty. I will say which ones I am using as a reference. I also have the Urban Decay Original Spectrum palette, which kind of started off, and that's that right there. I do like to start with the Full Spectrum palettes, and I like to go in with the color Backlash, and I put that in the inner corners of my eye. So, just dab, dab, dab till we look fab. Don't worry about so much into the crease. You can dab a little up there, it just depends. Alright, so there's the start. I don't normally use red when I do my rainbow eyes. I just kind of prefer more of the pink shades. Then I'm going to go into the Full Spectrum. I do like to switch my brushes when I do it, or you can just kind of wipe your brushes as you go. I'm going to go in with the Calavera and then also with Gold Mind. Next, actually, if I was doing the rainbow the right way, I would actually go to orange. So, cross that out. Next, I'm going in with Jones, which is kind of this bright orange color. Just gonna pick up a little of the product, put it next to the pink. No rhyme or reason yet. I do like to kind of dab it a little bit, kind of make it blend a little. Nothing super precise. I do like to go from eye to eye. It's very hard for me to do like one eye first and then the second. I feel like for me the rhythm's best when I'm working on both at the same time. Now I'm going to go into the yellow, I'm going to touch into the Calavera, and then I'm going to touch into the Gold Mind next. I really love how vibrant that Calavera, but like just kind of to not be as super bright, that's when I like to pick up the Gold Mind. Well, actually it just sparkles, so. I love to sparkle. One of my aunts that I was close to growing up with used to let me... used to tell me all the time, never let anyone dull your sparkle. I do have a sign in my room that says that, which is just a fun reminder. She was like the epitome of what sparkles is. I just absolutely loved everything that she wore and did. Was very, very close to her, and I miss her dearly. She's no longer with us. It's been a while, but it's just life and it happens. So at this point, I will stop at that kind of yellow color and I will kind of look and I will just start to maybe blend what I have so far, just because they're warm colors. I like to blend the warm colors and then do the cool colors. So just gonna blend it out. Not the best at blending, but you know, it's fine. Still a fun look. No one's gonna inspect your eyes very closely and be like, you did not blend very well. So, alright. I'm liking where it's going. I think one of the sides has a little more vibrant pink. So this is where maybe I overdid it, and I can just go in, retouch it up, bring back some of that. I do always tend to lose my oranges within the pink and the yellow. So I'll go back in, make that a little more dominant. Whew, I cannot speak, I apologize. All right, next I'm gonna go in with a green color. I do have the colors Hater and Mean. Now for this look, I think I'm gonna stay away from Hatter this time, and I'm just gonna go in with Mean, just because I like the more lime green. I think it blends better with the yellow, but when I'm like really popping, sometimes like I will skip the shimmers and go through like the entire middle row for my colors for my eyes, but just for this look, I want to sparkle a little more. So I'm gonna go in with Mean here. And when I do the cool color, I do tend to blend it right away into the warm. I think the lime green really helps kind of blend in with that yellow a little bit more. And I do like what I'm seeing, so I do blend it up into the crease, might as well. All right, so here comes for the outside colors, a little bit something more poppin'. With those other colors, I was just using a regular eye crease brush when I was doing the warm colors, and then that green. I just find it easier just to kind of get small since I'm putting so much color on. But when I get to the cool colors, I do like to switch to my regular eyeshadow brush, a little more flat head, nothing super special. Once again, e.l.f. not sponsored, would love to, but I'm really not anybody special, just doing this because it's fun for me. So this is when I like to go back into the Spectrum, original Urban Decay Spectrum palette, and I absolutely love the color Deep End. Normally you would want to do blue. I feel like Blindsided on the full Spectrum palette, once again, is really, really like super bold. It's gorgeous, but this is a nice little sheen turquoise color. Super, super gorgeous. That's usually what I do, and then I follow it back into with Flashback and Omen. I like to mix those two. This one's Omen, this one's Flashback. So I'm going to go ahead and dip my brush into the Deep End. You're going to see how beautiful this color is. Okay, I think it's beautiful. It is actually pretty strong, but I think for the outside eyes, it just kind of works a little better. Once again, it's not the best at blending. Amateur here, but making it work. I'm going to go ahead and pick up that crease eyeshadow brush that I had that I dipped to the Mean in, and I'm going to start just kind of right away blending those two colors. Oh, so pretty. Love it. It's gorgeous. I don't care if you don't like it. I love it. Be your own person. So I'm going to come up a little bit with more of that color. Blend it. Perfect. I am loving everything about this look so far. All right, next I'm going to go ahead and dip my eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to dip it first into Flashback into Omen. I like the mix. You could, I've done it with just Omen before, but I do like how there's a little more purple tint here, but I do like the kind of iridescentness of the Omen, because that Deep End I feel like has a little bit of that, so I think it goes well. But I do want some more purple color. I'm just going to work into the outside. With the purple, I kind of start to create the V look. Sorry, just gotta make sure I get the other side. And I will start to bring it up a little bit into above that dark color. Don't worry about any mistakes. We're gonna learn, well, not learn, but I'm gonna blend it out. Probably wrong, but you know, just the look I like. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that crease brush again, and I'm gonna blend a little into here. Sometimes what happens is the purple is like super dominant, that I will go back and pick up some more of that main color and kind of touch up into it, kind of build up a little bit of that lime green, because I think it blends pretty well. Do not, this is just me, do not pick up the what was it, deep end color. It'll just be a lot of dark when you're trying to blend. I just find it easier to do it this way. Be careful, you will lose some of that deep end color. I did not distribute them nicely, but there's no rhyme or reason to this, so I will go in and dab a little bit down, bring back that deep end color. All right. I realize like my tape pieces are uneven, but I haven't needed them for a while. All right, then you're gonna want to go in with a blending brush. Once again, nothing special, just an e.l.f. one. It's a nice kind of big fluffy brush. And then usually I will do kind of a white, sometimes like a nudish shimmer color to kind of fill into here in between the eyebrows and where your creases were. One of the colors I like to use is from the Too Faced White Chocolate Bar. I feel like I have a lot more name brand makeup than I realize. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with the Banana Date. Oh, okay, in case you don't know, like Too Faced palettes, like their Georgia Peach, which I also have, and like their chocolate bar, oh my gosh, they smell so good. I'm going to go ahead and dip that in, tap off, and I'm just going to apply it up here, just kind of blend any rough edges. You notice I lost some of the purple. That's fine. You can always go back and build it up. And I'll just kind of keep working it until I feel like it's good. All right. This is when I'll go back in for a little more purple. But when I do the purple, I strictly just stay into the almond color. I don't grab any more flashback. And I will just kind of work the almond in, creating another V look. I'm not so worried about over blending it, but I will go back in just so it's all even. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take the tape off. This is just gonna help me when I want to do my wings and my under eyes. I just slowly take that, do you see that? Just slowly take that piece of tape off. Kind of gives you a very cut crease look. I would recommend, now that I don't really use tape and I learned how to do a better job using a concealer, I like to take that fluffy brush again, and sometimes I just want to clean it up a little bit. I like to smooth out the colors. I mean, I do like a sharp edge, I do, but I also like it to look kind of soft, kind of like blurry a little bit. That's just me. And then just I'm just using my fingers. That's what I got. All right, so there's that so far. With the under eye, for me, in this look specifically, I like to bring in the purple and the green and the pink down here. You could do all the colors. I just find it's just like a smaller space to work with. It just kind of gets really muddy. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that same brush that I was using for when I did the pink color. And that pink color I did was Backlash from this Full Spectrum palette. And I'm just going to bring it underneath, just a little underneath here. Don't go too heavy. All right. Then you're going to go back in with the color Mean, and that was in the Full Spectrum palette. I just love this like vibrant lime green color. Excuse me, as I almost stabbed my eye. Woo. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with, you can do almond, which would be really pretty, or you can go with deep end. I feel like you can't go wrong. It also depends like how much of the almond you pull down. I'm going to go ahead and just do almond. as my color in the corner. And then what I like to do is just, when I do it, I like to bring it back out, creating more of that continuous kind of wing look, which I like personally for myself. All right. If you want, you can kind of blend with your fingers down. Some people don't like their fingers close to their eyes. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and just use a Kleenex since I did do my foundation first, and I'm just kind of clean up just a little bit. Or if I was really smart, would have laid something down to kind of catch. There is a little bit of fallout. When that happens, I just take my powder brush again and I just kind of blend it in sometimes. A little shimmer, never hurts anybody. So once I kind of like what I got going here, which I do, I absolutely love doing rainbow eyes. Some of my students call me the unicorn lady for very good reasons. Normally I am wearing a unicorn horn, a unicorn shirt. I have keychains that are unicorns that I carry on my back that I carry with me around school. And oh, I also have shoes with unicorns on, which I'll definitely have to do a show of my shoes. Right back here is actually my dream come true shoes that I'm going to be wearing for my wedding when I get married in August. So I'm so excited, but that's getting ahead of myself. All right. Just for a little bit of like kind of a little extra, I will actually go into the inner corners of my eyes and the underbrows with kind of like a white color. And if I can find where I put mine, I have this really pretty one and I don't know where I put it. Oh, you think I would have been better organized here. But why would I be? Well, I mean, I have a lot of time to get organized right now with everything, but I can't seem to find it. How peculiar. Okay, well, it was a different MAC one than I am using, but I do have a MAC one in the color Nylon. It is a fabulous one for like your inner eyes and those brows. It's a highlighter. I do have a whiter one. This one is pretty, but it's kind of got it's really hard to tell, but it's got kind of a goldish tint to it. Normally I do my rainbow eyes, I like to do a bold white color. Another one, if you do have the full spectrum, you can go in it with the color Iced, which is up here, which is super, super pretty. But I'm just going to go ahead and use the Nylon from MAC. I seem to have lost my brush. Well, I like a really good highlighting brush, and it is absolutely nowhere to be found. I might need to buy a new one. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go in with a angled brush. Not ideal. I do have a better. Oh, there's my tattoo, my little dandelion. Maybe someday I'll have to talk about that one. So I'm just gonna go in with it, touch up the inner corners of my eyes just so they kind of pop a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I can like it. Like I said, I usually like to do more of a white color. I just think it stands out better. But for the sake of this, we're just doing that. And I'm going to apply just a little bit under my brow bone. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I do like to use my finger to blend a lot. I just sometimes find it a little easier. Otherwise, you can get a new crease brush and kind of blend it a little bit. Nothing too heavy, just a little sparkle, a little shine. Never let anyone dull your sparkle, as you probably say earlier. Alright, there is that. And to top it all off, I am going to do a eyeliner onto it. My process for my eyeliner is not of the norm because, once again, I don't do anything like, I guess, a real beauty guru would do. So I'm just going to go I'm using the e.l.f. No, not e.l.f. I'm using Wet n Wild Mega Liner. You can just find it at your drugstore. And then, and then I use something else to fine it out, I will take that. That's just kind of what it looks like. It's very thin, very pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and look down to get my eyeliner. You know, enjoy the view from the top of my head, or enjoy the view in the background of the unicorn. I by no means make this perfect, and I'm gonna go in with this kind of brush thing to kind of clean it all up. You ever notice that sometimes, like, when you're doing eyeliner or mascara, you just kind of have, like, your mouth open? I don't know why I do it. I know others do it, but for sure. Okay, so once again, I'm using a Wet n Wild liner. I love this thing because I love using it to drag out the liquid liner I just applied. The reason I like it because it's a little bit of a drier tip, at least this one is. I'll just kind of smooth it out. When I first applied it, it was just kind of really not even. This is the best way I do to even it up. You could say, why not just use this? I don't know. I just like to make my life complicated. And this is where I'll start to drag out my liner. I just use a regular eyelash curler. I'm not sure which brand this is. I'm going to go ahead and probably say it was an e.l.f. brand. And I will go ahead and curl it. Eye torture. Whatever. And then I go in with a mascara. I do really love the Tarte's Maneater, but unfortunately she's all done. So I am using a different one that Laura Geller Lash Boss. Wow, I can't speak. Lash Boss Max is what I'm going to be using. Just kind of go in with it a little bit. Nothing like me staring intensely into your soul. Just kidding. Just a little weird. If you haven't picked up that already. And because I'm not like 100% the best at makeup, I will sometimes get a little mascara into my makeup look. I just usually go in and take a brush and kind of fix it a little bit as best as I can. No harm done. Get your lashes away looking long, thick, plump, however you like to go. Or falsies. Nothing wrong with falsies. I do have falsies. I don't wear them often because with what I do for a full-time job, I work with kids. It's just I don't want to have to worry about them falling off now. So once I'm kind of satisfied with my mascara and how it goes, I will touch up any kind of fallout. Sometimes I'll go back in with my blush. I will I shouldn't say I will contour. Like, I'm not very good at contouring my face. I actually am very happy with how my face is. I don't feel like I need a contour. I mean, haters will hate and all. You know, here's a little double chin. You can contour. Sorry, it's weird. But, I mean, I do like to wear a highlighter every now and then. I don't think I have one in here that I like as much right now on hand. Oh, I found that white, just found it. It is MAC and the color is Frost. Oh, she pretty. We're going to put her on. Because, like I said, when I do a rainbow eye look, I absolutely love the pop of white. It is so shimmery, so sparkly. God, I love her. I normally don't put her in the brow, just because of how poppin' she is. But I do like to use the MAC Nylon as my highlighter. So, oh, look at that. Oh, look how pretty. Girl, she gorgeous. Absolutely love that. All right. At this point, if you want to kind of glam it up a little more, go ahead and put a highlighter on. Like I said, I don't have one that I'm too thrilled, so I'm just gonna lazily, I'm gonna just go ahead and use nylon. I'm gonna use my finger a little bit. Just a little pop, a little bam, bam. There she is. I do have other ones. I just don't remember what brand they are. But eventually, you know, we'll get to it. I actually do have a highlighting brush now that I think of it. I just don't know where she is because everything's a mess, because I decided to do isolation that I was going to be very extravagant and kind of go ahead and clean and make everything pretty and get rid of things I don't need. But unfortunately, I never quite got full rein into that, at least not into my makeup stuff. Next, I'm going to just top it off with a color. Normally, I will kind of do a bold red, but I think my bold red is actually upstairs in my bedroom. Let's see. And yes, I love unicorns. I do own the Too Faced Unicorn Tears in the lipstick, and I also have it in the lip gloss. But I think for the sake of my lips, I really, you know what? I'm just going to go for a red. I'm just going to kind of go for it. Actually, that's not my red. I got this one. It's like a free gift. It's the Urban Decay in Bad Blood. And it's a really pretty red. I don't do a lot of red because of my, I think I have like more of an olive tone, olive undertone to me. So I do love my dark reds, but for some reason this is like a brighter red that I like. So normally when I would prep my lips, I would do kind of a lip scrub and put some chapstick. I have had chapstick on earlier today, just never reapplied. So I'm putting this on some dry lips, ladies. I apologize. I'm pleased. Okay. So I will go back in with nylon and my angled brush, which I'm pretty sure I just dropped. I did. I dropped my unicorn background. Okay. So I dip it back into nylon, and I will go ahead and kind of highlight my Cupid's bow. And through that, I just kind of angle here. I like to touch it a little, drag it down. And then if you want, you know, the little popular boop on the nose of a highlighter. It's great when you contour your face, but not me. All right. There she is in all of her gloriousness. Oh, you can see this red's kind of intense, but I'll act like I own it. Oh, and there she is, ladies. That's all she wrote. It's kind of my unicorn look. Oh, and you can't be a true unicorn without your unicorn horns. So I'm gonna go over. I'm too lazy to get up. Let's do this gal. She's got a little fun little fluff to her. Let's see how that one looks. Am I pretty? Am I gorgeous yet? A little iridescence. I do have a lot of other ones. Actually, no, I got a better one. Woo! Just my chair. Put her back. Alright, I have a couple options. We'll see which one. Comment down below which one you liked best. I got the iridescent one. Oop, here we go. A little more bold, a little more unicorn-esque rainbow. Hello there. And just kind of a little cutesy. Kind of ready for spring, ready for Easter. I don't know. I think I'm feeling the last one. Thinking like the little more bold. Maybe when I do one of my iridescent eyes, I'll have to definitely wear one of those other ones. Oh, girl, yes. That's the one. Woo! And to be a little bit fancy, because remember I said never let anyone dull your sparkle? Let's go ahead and throw on a very cute sequin jacket. And why, you say? Well, why not? Let's get gaudy up in here. And don't even get me started on the statement necklaces I have. Ooh, am I cute? Is she cute? Little shimmer and shine. I'm ready to take on the town. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, I do have Instagram under I'm a Special Unicorn. Look me up, it's very complicated. It's ima.special.unicorn. And thank you for watching, and keep posted for more